husband, how come you went and took the car back after 3.5 days? He said, because you trashed the Oldsmobile. But you had the Oldsmobile for 5 days, according to you. Goodbye, folks. I don't know what's wrong with you.
No,
Do we have anything else going?
He had it for 3 months, ma'am.
You have 3 months of what?
He had the car prior to that.
I don't care. You have it now. And you over-improved a $1,500 car by $4,600.
I have that
Goodbye.
paperwork here.
Goodbye.
If you'd like to see it.
Look at me. Look at Mother.
I paid
Goodbye.
$5,000 for the vehicle.
Goodbye.
So case dismissed.
Your case is dismissed. Yes, you have no case.
Joyce Knighton is suing her former daughter-in-law, Carolyn Knighton, for unpaid loans.
Order. All rise. This is case number 327 on the calendar in the matter of Knighton versus Knighton.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Sir, have a seat.
Miss Knighton, this is your former mother-in-law.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your ex-husband?
No, ex-brother-in-law.
And you enjoyed a close relationship with your former mother-in-law. You have a couple of kids with her son, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And even after you and her son separated, according to you, she was supportive of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Took care of you, even took you into her house. So far, am I getting it right? So far?
Yes, ma'am.
Most of which she did not ask you for compensation. You lived in the house with your kids rent-free?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you working?
Yes, ma'am.
So she let you live there rent-free, and whatever you made, you were able to take care of your kids. Do you have a car?
No, I don't.
Did you?
Yes, ma'am.
But then in January of this year, your former mother-in-law says that she lent you $1,200.
Yes, ma'am.
Did she, in fact, exchange, I won't use the word give or loan, I'm going to use the word exchange with you a sum of money in January?
Yes.
How much?
It was different amounts. I'm not real sure.
It wasn't one check or one amount of money? It was...
No, ma'am. It was just different times that she knew I needed money. She would call and tell me that she would give it to me. She didn't ever say I had to pay it back.
Am I correct in January? Is she correct that you didn't give her one check for $1,200?
Not a check.
Cash?
Uh-huh.
Was it at one time?
Yes.
Tell me about it, Mrs. Knighton.
Well, she was trying to get on her feet, so that she needed the $1,200 to get, well, she used it for...
No, tell me about giving her $1,200. Did you give it to her in a check, or did you give it to her in cash?
Cash.
All at one time?
Yes, ma'am.
You kept $1,200 at one lump sum in the house?
Not at my house. I had to get it out of my bank.
So you took out $1,200 in cash and gave it to her all at one time?
Yes.
She's saying no, so I want you to think, because she acknowledges you gave her money.
Yes.
But not at one time.
Well, yeah, it was at one time.
Okay. So you gave her $1,200 at one time.
Right.
Was she moving into an apartment?
Yes, she was getting out, moving into her own place. So whatever the apartment.
Me and my husband moved into a house.
When were you remarried?
March.
Of what year?
2016.
Okay.
My husband's left since this because of how she acts.
Don't tell me why your husband left. You never
Okay.
know why a man leaves.
You're right.
You moved out in January. Who did you move in with?
Me and my husband were living with her because my
Well, but you aren't married then.
No. My ex-father-in-law was dying, and Papa asked us to come up there and stay, and I would cook them breakfast every morning, take care of them, do what I had to do for Papa and her. Then I would go to work, come home, still cook for them, give them their medicine. She would give me money, but she never would say I had to pay her back. I mean, it was give and take. And now that she's broke, she has Papa's passed, and I know that she is lonely, and I'm the only one that has all these years been right beside her.
Other than the $1,200, you said that you gave her another large sum of money. When was that?
$350.
That was breaks.
Shh.
That was like in June.
Yeah, something like that. But she said she would pay me back. Now, she did say she would pay me back.
It was for breaks, but she took the car back.
When
and I
did
never
she take
said I would pay her back.
When did she take the car back?
She's been trying to take it back for months, and we had...
well, whose car was it?
It was mine. I've been paying $500 a month for 3 years. Her name is on it, though, because I couldn't get it. I didn't have the credit. She signed for it and just said if I pay for it, don't let her down, and I've been paying for it every month. My husband's paid for it. We paid over $15,000. We owe like $10,000 more. And she went to the body shop and screamed, yelled, called the police, told them that I couldn't have the car.
Is it true that the $350 was for brakes on the car? What was it for?
The $350, she just said she needed $350.
Your name is on the title to the car.
Yes, ma'am.
You took it back?
Essentially,
Where is the car now?
The car's still sitting at the repair place.
Since June?
No.
No.
Since Monday.
The car went into repair in June?
No.
When?
Last week. Not last week, week before. It was done Monday. Monday.
Just a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're now in November. The $350 she said she gave you was in June. Then it couldn't have been for brakes for the car.
No.
June, July, August.
The brakes were broke in June, but she offered.
Just a second. And is that what you needed the $350 for parts for the car?
It was, yeah, for the brakes. But she was sitting there when I was talking to my husband. She said, I'll give it to you. And she went and got the money.
In June, $350.
But she took the car back, so.
Do you have any proof that you gave her $1,200 in January?
Well, I have it right here. All these. $1,200.
Your Honor,
This goes.
when my son was in prison, she was sending my son $1,000 PayPal cards, $800 PayPal cards. This is one reason I told her I could not be in contact with her anymore, because I called my son's PO and told him he was on drugs and to please put him in prison so he would get better. And she kept sending him money, $600, $500.
This has nothing to do with $1,200.
Well, this is where it was
There's a
taken out
cash
using the
withdrawal.
debit
I never
card.
got
There's a
$12.
cash withdrawal on January 14th of $1,221. Who's Billy?
That was my husband. He's deceased now.
I don't know what these...
The ones that are marked are the ones where there was money taken out for her.
I don't care about that. That's not what you're suing for.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all the money. It's all the money.
No.
I did
Then,
not.
then we're a little confused here.
Okay.
And I'm not going to be confused. That was my question to you, whether you gave her little bits at a time, $100 here, $25 there, $122 there, or if you gave her $1,200 in one lump sum. You said you gave it to her in one lump sum. That's not indicated here, except there is a withdrawal in January for $1,221 from an account. I don't know what that's for, but all this other, I'm not interested in these things. Do you understand? She owes you so far $350, which she acknowledges you did give her in June. Anything else? Are we done?
Yes, ma'am.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $350. We're finished.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I'm moving on with my life.
I can't ever trust her again.
When people are giving it to you when you're struggling, you take it.
She's lied so many times.
I love her, but it's time to close the chapter.
Miss Rocky, you and Mr. and Mrs. Cummings are neighbors. You live in a rural community. According to the Cummings, it's a rural community where people regularly let their dogs sort of roam free off the leash. They go from house to house. And that's the kind of environment it is. Now, your complaint is as follows. The Cummings dog would regularly come to your home.
Correct.
Scratch at the back door, cause damage to the back door. And you told them, according to what I've read on other occasions, that you didn't want that to happen.
Yes, ma'am.
How many times had you told them that you wanted them to keep their dog confined?
Once I took the dog to their house myself during a hurricane.
When was that?
It was July 3rd, and I let her know that the dog would come to the house and everything because it's afraid of storms, and she told me thank you, and I left the dog. And then the second time we spoke to them was when my fiance spoke to them about the damages done, and they said that they would help us with the tent. We told them we didn't want any money for the doors because the doors are pretty damaged themselves anyways, and they offered, to help us with the tent. And then that same night, Johnny talked to them. Mr. Cummings come to our house and spoke to him outside of his tent and was very irate with him.
Spoke to him about what?
About his tent that was in my yard that the dog destroyed also.
How did the dog destroy the tent?
It jumped through the tent, like through the mesh, and tore up the bottom of the tent and everything, where we had to tape it up to where when it rained, since it was really bad.
Your Honor.
Hurricane season, we had to tape it up and everything. So
what did you ultimately do?
we ended up getting a cage for the dog because it kept regularly coming to our house during the fireworks on the 4th of July and other storms that were going on, and scratching at the doors and pushing the doors open. We even put a futon we had outside in front of the door to try to stop the dog from coming through the doors, and it jumped over the doors and was still trying to come through the front door.
So you got a cage.
Yes, we got a cage.
And what did you do with the cage?
We set it on the front porch, and when the dog come back on our property, animal control instructed us to put it inside the cage. So the first time we put it inside the cage, we put a tarp over top of it and put it underneath an awning because it was still raining and nasty, and I put water in there with it. And then animal control picked the dog up. And
When was that?
the first time the dog was picked up was on the 10th,
10th of?
July. And then the second time it was picked up was on the 15th of July, and we put the tarp over it yet again and gave it water.
Your Honor, the dog was never picked up a second
The second time it was never picked up. She had the wrong German Shepherd. It was at our house.
I have paperwork to show it's the same dog.
You got to show that.
I'd like to see it.
Okay.
I showed up at work. Mitzi was on my
Here you go.
porch.
Well, this was on the 5th.
Correct.
First
That
one
was
was
the
on
first
July 5th. They tried to contact you. You weren't home.
Right.
What kind of a car do you have, Mr. Cummings?
I have a Suburban.
What other cars do you have?
I have a red Durango.
What else?
Oh, that's it. Just 2 vehicles.
Who has a gray and tan Tahoe?
That was the car she showed up at our house, and the second time the dog was picked up and asked for me.
She personally?
Yes.
You
she asked
saw
for me, and
her?
I was inside with my child, and Johnny and his girlfriend were outside, and I told
You
her I
saw
wasn't
her?
home. Yes, ma'am.
How many dogs do you have?
One.
Your neighbor doesn't want the dog on her property.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't have to have the dog on her property. She doesn't have to have the dog in her house.
Nope.
She doesn't have to have the dog on her porch.
Yep.
And if you don't want to keep a dog confined to your house, get rid of the dog. That's your responsibility. She doesn't have to tolerate your dog.
That's all she had to tell me.
Yeah, that's what she told you by calling animal control. I mean, if you need to be told that in 7 different languages, we'll get you an interpreter.
Told me once the dog's never been
We'll
back.
get you an interpreter.
The dog's never been back after she told me once.
No,
the
that's
dog's never
not
been
true,
back.
sir. No, that's not true. You're a liar. That's not true. I have at least 2, and I haven't even read the 3rd, where the dog was back at least twice. And I have a feeling many more times than that. She finally got fed up. But your response is ridiculous. Your response is, we live in a rural neighborhood. That's what dogs do.
Your Honor, I'd like to show you the evidence that we do have of living in a rural neighborhood, if you don't
You
mind.
have what?
I would like to show you the photographs that we have. I would like to show you the evidence that we do have, so that you do understand what type of neighborhood we do live in.
Listen, I live in rural neighborhoods. Some people have dogs. They like them to run around. They put up a fence around their property. I have children who live in rural areas. They put a fence about their house. She doesn't have to tolerate your craziness.
Now, when they were there...
Just a second. That doesn't require an answer. Nobody looked at you to say anything. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,500. Your absolutely stupid counterclaim is dismissed. The counterclaim says that your dog was caused anguish, mental anguish, because it was put in the cage. Gone.
Bodies are excused. You may step out.